What's up YouTube, how's it going? This is my 10-gallon shrimp tank update. Alright, so my crystals are doing really well, and if I haven't mentioned before in my other videos, these are my Bloody Mary shrimps. And some of these plants are just really growing in this low-tech tank. I have one T5 on top of here. I added in duckweed, and the reason being is because algae started to form on top of that rock, if you can see there. So I hope that those duckweed will help take care of that problem for me. I'm not too concerned with algae right now, simply because a lot of the plants are really growing fast too. One plant that really did surprise me was these S-repens. They look really healthy, but they're growing really slow. The ones in my 50-gallon can grow really tall and fast too, but these are just growing so slow. By this time I would have expected for them to grow above and cover these roots already, but I guess there's minimal CO2 levels in here only, so they scavenging whatever they can to grow off from. And this Pennywort SP Japan is growing really crazy too. There's no dying leaves. Only thing that I see on top of them are waste from the Odo or from the shrimps. So every 2-3 days I have to come in here and trim off some of these longer growing stems and replant them somewhere else. So that's doing awesome. The Blixa is finally growing some new leaves back there. This Limnophila aromatica is hanging in there. It's not dying. It's looking great, and the leaves are turning more green now, and that's because of the duckweed that's blocking the light, I guess. Alright, so boosters are in. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I got this free plant. This plant was from my Nubia Stardust. So if you can see there is a really thin stem growing right there, and that is Mini Pilea. So that's pretty awesome. Got a free plant with that. Don't know how much those go for, but pretty sure it's not really cheap. The Subwasatang is doing awesome. The little circle looking shapes on the tip of the leaves are coming in. The Rotala rotundifolia is slowly coming out. Bronze Crypt is hanging in there. Alright, so one thing I would like to mention is this is mermaid weed. I can't really remember the scientific name, but this plant is growing faster than Rotala rotundifolia in this low-tech. And if you have ever grown Rotala rotundifolia, you know how fast they grow. So that's pretty crazy that this plant can outgrow that in a low-tech, but in my 50-gallon, this will always outgrow this in a matter of a few days. So that's pretty awesome. Alright, oh yeah, one last thing that I would like to mention. These are artichokes. These are 4, and I first introduced them into my tank and just threw them in there, and it was floating, so I took them out and put them inside this little bowl. So one thing I would like to share about them is those 4 small little cones can tan up your water that much. And that was just overnight right there. So hopefully my sponge filter can take care of whatever the cones and the almond leaves are releasing. So y'all have a nice day.